guys, my name's Katie.
And I'm Angela.
And this is Scratch Hacks.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Tonight we're making a very special casserole. It's a make-ahead dish, so it's perfect for Christmas morning.
Exactly. The idea is that you do all the hard work and all the cleanup the night before. You wake up, you put it in the oven, and you've got a delicious breakfast ready for everyone.
Easy peasy. I know I eat a lot of chocolate on Christmas morning, so it's good to have something hearty.
Because it's a casserole, it has a lot of bread and eggs, which is great if you partook in too much eggnog the night before.
So true.
So if you would like to see all the ingredients in a list, you can check out our blog on scratchhacks.com. Otherwise, we're gonna just kind of go through them as we are ready to make each one. So we're gonna start with 1 pound of sausage. We want this to be ground up, so since our sausage is already put together, we're gonna just cut the casing off of it. So we have the sausage and some olive oil in the pan. We're gonna add about a teaspoon of nutmeg and about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to ours because we're using sweet Italian sausage. If you buy maple sausage, then you probably don't have to add these extra flavors. We're just trying to make it a little bit more Christmassy and a little bit more breakfasty.
You can also use the spicy version too, if you like spice. When we were grocery shopping, I was like, oh look, there's the spicy one. She's like, do you see how angry it looks?
It's like,
really, it does look really different.
It's like bright red sausage versus just like pale.
Yeah, exactly. It's sausage with pizzazz.
So we don't really have like an amount of olive oil you need for this recipe.
Yeah.
Just kind of like keep your olive oil bottle on hand.
Yep. That's the most Italian thing you've said all day.
I'm gonna throw in there 2 cloves of chopped garlic, and we've got
Vidalia.
oh, thank you. I was like, how do I say this? Thrown in there.
Onions are so cool because they really do change as they cook. They get so much more sweeter and they lose all that acidity that they have. So it's looking like both our meat and our onions are brown.
So we want to leave the pan drippings in the pan. So with a spotted spoon, I'm just scooping the sausage.
So you want to hit your pan with a little bit more olive oil.
Probably gonna want to use a lot of olive oil, like just throughout, because the bread just soaks it up right away.
And these are just to like crisp them up a little bit. This is another one of those things that's gonna have to soak overnight because it's a casserole. So this will help keep the integrity of the bread just a little bit. So we have one of these aluminum baking trays. These are nice just because you can throw it away afterwards and there's no cleanup, which is the best kind of morning because Christmas morning can get a little chaotic.
Do you want to put some olive oil in there for me? And then we're gonna put this first half of the bread at the bottom of that. So now we're gonna just finish browning the second half of our bread, and then we're gonna layer it.
So we have our bread all toasty and warm and flavorful. Our meat and onions are all toasted up and some more layers to go. So the first thing we're gonna do is layer our casserole. The first part of it is gonna be the bread, and then we're gonna layer on our meat and veggies.
Yep. We're
Just
gonna
do half of it, right?
Yeah. Basically doubling every layer, so.
The next thing we're gonna add is spinach.
So we're gonna do a 1/4 pound total of Fontina cheese and a 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan total. But again, we're gonna be doing 2 layers of these, so just about half.
There was like another cheese that we could use that is similarly melty to Fontina, but I cannot say that. I just call it the Gruyere cheese. Angela knows how to really say it.
So if you can't find Fontina, you can use Gruyere.
Yeah, you can. I'm just laying on another sausage layer.
Some more bread.
Yeah, more bread.
So we want more cheese.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. So we have all of our layers all set and ready to go. It's time to make our casserole part, which takes 8 eggs. So we're just going to smush our yolks before we add in the cream. It just makes it a little bit easier to break them up first.
We're gonna use a total of 2.5 cups of half and half. What we did is we literally took half of that in milk, half of that in heavy cream, and that's what we're gonna use.
Stir that up.
So you definitely want to do some salt and pepper since we didn't do any on the other part of it. We're gonna be using some rosemary, but you can always add thyme. You can add a little bit more nutmeg, which tastes really good and in eggs and
Yeah.
it's seasonal.
Yeah.
This is the tricky part. We're going to pour our egg and cream mixture over the layers that we have, and that's going to become our casserole.
Victory is mine.
Let's just put it out there that Angela spilled a little bit, and Katie
you see that?
has spilled
Do you
so
see that?
much already.
Do you see that? Mine was pick upable. That is
Yeah,
ruined.
but this is like this much. I spilled this much.
I did like a.
Yeah, 15 times.
I did it 3 times. Count them 3.
This is the waiting part. Cover it, put it in the refrigerator for overnight. In the morning, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this in the oven at 350 degrees and you're gonna cook it for 50 to 60 minutes. You're gonna wanna let it cool for, like 10 or 15 minutes.
It is actually pretty important to do it the night before, just because the liquid is absorbed by the bread, and that needs to happen in order to make that casserole texture, opposed to like an egg custard with like bread in it. So you need to have it kind of soaked for the night. Okay, so our casserole is out of the oven. It's gooey and cheesy and aromatic. It makes the whole house smell delicious.
Yes. You can really smell like the nutmeg and brown sugar in the sausage, I think.
Yeah, it smells very warm and like comfy and delicious.
Yes.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's good,
Wow, that's awesome.
right?
You're right, this would be really good for a hangover.
Right? It's just so hearty.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you enjoy our recipe and that you can modify it to your own taste. If you see that you'd like anything extra, maybe if you don't do sausage, that's the portobello mushrooms are a good way to add that kind of
Yes.
denser, meatier texture to something.
So what do you usually eat on Christmas morning? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. Just talk to us. We want to hear from everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us and have a very merry holiday.
Thanks,
later.
guys. Bye. I got confused because I was supposed to say happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Angela.
All right, one more.
We're making a casserole.
Casserole.
Is that a bug?
No, it's like part of the thyme and the rosemary.
Time and space.
Just gotta squish it out of the casing.
Yes. This is super weird to watch.
I hope you guys all are enjoying this.
This is super weird to watch. Awkward silence of you squishing sausage out of its casing like a brutal hand job. Just massacre.
So the key then really is just to use the kind of sausage you like. It's like the key to life, honestly.